All right, so the vice president, according to reports, was also on the receiving end of some boos and the usual pa 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 away chant at some point during his visit to Anglo for the Hogwachicho. I mean, this is going to be more and more. It will be occurring more and more as times get harder. People have less patience for speeches. But the interesting thing about this is that apparently when he arrived, there were some very loud cheers. People were very excited to see him. There is a specific point during his delivery at which the tide seemed to turn. And at that point, it would appear that he was listing certain achievements. We have talked about this. That, look, there is a certain mental shift that is required in order for government communication to be effective in these tough times. They themselves, they have to shift their own mentality. This is not the time to tell me where you succeeded. Those successes, if they didn't prevent me from being poor today, I don't want to hear about them. Yes, there are successes. I'm not arguing. The Ghana card is a good thing. Free SHS is a good thing. Nobody is arguing. What I'm saying is that today, my preoccupation, the thing on my frontal lobe, is not free SHS. The free SHS did not prevent me from being unable to buy fuel today. It did not stop me from being unable to pay my child's school fees. The free SHS has not made my medicine affordable. Free SHS, I can't pay for oil with it when I go to the market. So if you are going to come and give a speech, please, I don't want to hear about the things you succeeded in doing. This is not the time. There's a time for everything. So there's a need for a certain mental shift of government communicators. This is not when you should come and tell me where you succeeded, what your achievements are. Your achievements? But we are here because of your failures. That's why we are here. So if you don't want to admit your failures, don't come and rub achievements in my face. Because your achievements won't pay my bills. So someone should have thought about this before they put in that section in the vice president's speech, which invited the boos. Because now it makes sense why the people did not want to hear that.
Our leaders are not learning. It's sad that we're here again. I mean, you go to such a beautiful ceremony. People from all over. I mean, Ashantis are there. The Crow Chief was there. The Gamacha was there. I mean...
I get you. I mean, I thought you had ended it.
No, I haven't. I'm just saying that. Can we learn to... I mean, the speech couldn't it have been... acknowledging, and I know that he did a bit of that, but you see, accept also the fact that people have come together irrespective of the hardships, and tell them that there are good times ahead. Can we simply do
when he talked about the speech of the Otufo in the relationship, even when he actually ended, people really were out for him on that.
Can they learn to speak according to the occasion? You know what I mean? And the experiences of people, instead of, must we always list free SHS, digital something, some roads, blah, 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 blah. When the road that
when they were campaigning in 2020. And to be fair, people in this republic, if they appreciate free SHS, you don't need to be the one drumming it down and telling them every single day. If they really appreciate your work, you will know from their reaction. I don't blame the man himself. I think it's a failure of how people we make lead our communication, because somebody wrote the speech.
But he read through it.
I get you, but
he knows the mood.
I get you, but you will not know everything. That's why there's somebody whose responsibility is, in terms of communication, drive. See, leaders, they are held by the hand and directed like blind people. So in this case, somebody should have picked enough intelligence to know, and it's really basic. Let me give you an example. There was some time during COVID when a journalist asked Boris Johnson, so the number of vaccinations you've done and the number of tests you've done, you're not talking about it as much as people thought you should be. Do you know what he said? He said those debates are for Parliament. When I'm speaking to the people, I'm only telling them the hope that they can get in the coming days, because that's what is important to them. That we will save their jobs. We will make sure that they survive all of this. As for our achievements, there will be a time for it. That was even Boris Johnson's response. Some of our people should learn that it's not everywhere that students are doing something small. You won't take advantage of it and list achievements. It's as if it's some templates. You if like check, virtually everywhere they go, they will do that. What is wrong with just enjoying the moment and we'll see the people well?
Okay, see. You go to Ogbachuchu.
Yeah.
First of all, you are in opposition stronghold.
Yeah.
First point. Second point, the President of the Republic has admitted that the economy is bad. In fact, he says we are in a crisis. You, the Vice President, earlier had said, the reality is that the state of the economy is what you feel in your pocket. When you told the people that times were hard, and you could understand this, they applauded you.
Yeah.
Because that's the reality. Then you go ahead and talk about these projects. It's like rubbing it in for the people. Look, the Vice President, to be very honest with you, on the day goofed. This is an occasion that the Vice President should have actually talked about, how we're happy that we're one nation, and that, the Asantehin is here, the Gamancha is here, the Kwewuhin is here. I mean, that's the beauty of, our culture and our people as Ghanaians, and that you are proud to be Vice President at this point and having the honor to be here with the people. I thank all of you, and even go further and say, I expect us to mark this day with, something or whatever. Make the people feel good. Yeah. Make a donation, and leave. Now you are going to tell them about things. Look, you see, the thing is that for the people, they believe your government, including you, Dr. Bawumia, have put them in the current condition. The last thing they need you is to be telling them how the things you are doing. How have the things you have done transformed their lives? If all the things you have done had transformed their lives, they wouldn't be where they are today. So I think it was a missed opportunity. The speech writers of the Vice President, like by today, should not be at post. The Vice President should be sacking those people. Yes, he would have read it. But because he cannot know it all, that's why he has speech writers. So someone must take the blame. The speech writers must go. I think that the Vice President's office really needs communication strategists. You don't go and put up, including the President, because the recent events have shown all of us that they don't seem to get it.
I think I agree with you and Raymond on the culpability of the speech writers. Yeah. Not just the speech writers, but handlers. Yeah. I think they are really culpable in this instance. And in all the recent tone deafness that we've seen from government communication. Because honestly, the president, he's not hanging out on Twitter. He's not, standing a circle chatting with people. He depends on you guys to tell him what's going on.
He has intelligence available.
Yes. So if the president is not getting it, if the vice president misses it like this, Charlie, is the people around him. I'm sorry, on this one part here, yes, he ended up looking silly, but the people around him really should pay for this because they led him into it.
Could it also be that they are not listening?
Who's not listening?
That writers and handlers tell them what they want to hear?
So then that would mean he wrote the thing himself. Yeah. If he's not listening, then
you go and list all of this seriously. You'll be too busy to do some of these things. And I'm expecting that leadership will be in this case.
One of the things I've seen, straight. Yeah. Well, one of the things I've seen is that when you invite the vice president or the president or the minister to any event, the first thing they do is to ask you what you would want to be said. And when I was at the university, I remember very well then Vice President Aliu Mahama coming to UCC, and I was tasked with writing the speech, some of the things we were expecting to say. So when he got there and he started reading the speech, I could follow because I had played a role. So first of all, his handlers would engage with the people on the ground, look at the mood on the ground, and agree on what should be written. Yes, he may have a say.
And it's not too late to drop
when you're on the ground.
Exactly.
So the handlers could have just walked out to Mr. Vice President, where the thing is going. Don't say this thing again. Because they should pick intel. But again, it's business as usual. Everybody goes to sleep.
But perhaps because of the earlier talk, people felt
You got
it was,
carried away,
yeah, because no, the earlier people were applauding. Let's be fair. The earlier people were excited by it. In fact, I saw somebody put up that, hey, the voter is 40p. Come and see.